G'day everyone, JTelly81 here, back on Project Motor Racing, continuing our historic Porsche Cup series, the final series in Germany, round 3 or 4, coming to you today from Nordschleife. A daunting track this one is. Just gone through qualifying, we are P1. I wasn't pushing as hard, but I did notice there were a lot of mistakes and accidents from myself and the AI, so potentially could be mayhem, but at least we're up the front and hopefully we can get a good start and get out of the mess. So 4 laps, each lap's about 10 minutes, so it should be a pretty grueling one. But sit back, enjoy, and let's get into it.
Focus on the lights.
Oh. Totally missed the jump there. Bit of bipping and barging going on behind us. I think the key for today is going to be minimal mistakes. Trying not to lock up the brakes. Flat spot the front tyres. Here we go. So far so good. A pretty good gap back to third now. A bit light on the steering, come up over that crest. We've got a bit of a run here. Oh, we're ready to go at this stage. Lock the front. Head down into the foxhole. definitely checked up. Everything in my power there not to round onto the back of him. Still with him. I know. Probably the right spot to be passing. Like earlier there, last time in qualifying, I overshot it, blocked the brakes, and almost hit the wall. And you go into the carousel. Pretty much this whole section here is just a third gear corner. Don't need to change, just gotta so many corners to try to remember. getting ready to come up into the back straight. And they're not too far behind us. Alright, so that's one lap done. We've got the rest of the field. Slow through there. On the outside. Taking the lead. See if we can hold it. No mistakes. Warning track on this for what? Still with us. Starting to gap in a little bit there. gap out to 2.3. And so many corners to try to remember. Gap's growing now, up to 4 seconds. Ooh, almost put the wheels on the grass. Carousel. There's that section. I reckon this is the most technical part of the track. Careful on this corner here, we don't lock a brake coming down the hill. Gap out to second now is at 5 seconds. just see him in the background. All right, halfway through. It's going to be a pretty good lap time as well. 2:16.4, 10:16.4, sorry. Oh, too busy looking at the timer, went a bit deep. So after this one, we've got one more round to go in the German series at Zolder. Oh, was that track limits? Anyway, after this, I believe we're going to what they call the NGT series. Down into the foxhole once more. Substantial lead now. Still staying mistake free. Pinch the front again. A little bit of oversteer. Cheers, Pickle. It's bloody daunting. Oh, I've overcooked it. Get it off the wall. Still possibly a little bit bent. Damn it. This is why you don't text and drive and look at your phone while driving. First thing was a little bit right hand down. Yep, absolutely. Spoke too soon. Oh, I locked the front again. Did the same thing in qualifying there. Right into the carousel once more. I'll tell you what, the force feedback now feels really good. Like going into there, you can actually feel the weightlessness of the wheel dropping in. I really love this section of the circuit once you get it right. Through there. Definitely feel coming up over the crest there, the car just wants to push and understeer. Actually feel that through the wheel. Oh, look at the feedback. I'm only just holding that. Oh, crap. That was a mad bounce. I actually saw a car hit that in qualifying and spin out, that bounce. Righto, 3 down, 1 to go. Lead's now out to 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14 seconds.
White flag is out. Final lap. You're leading. Bring it home.
Can afford to back it off a little bit. Last lap was a 10:13. Apparently it doesn't count because we got track warnings just before we headed onto the Nord. I don't understand how. I'll look this lap when we go through the chicane. Put it on the black stuff here. Alright, so no warning there. I don't know what I was doing different. So that's the final lap. Let's get a good time. Second place is now falling back into the clutches of third. That's probably why I've been able to gap them a bit more there battling. Car gets on weighty here. Through that section. We're down to the foxhole for the final time. Heading down the hill. let's not hit the wall in this corner. Better. I always get confused with that section there, that little kink to the left. Reminds me of this one here. But you got to brake for that one, not this one. Understeer. The tyres are almost cooked in the front. Oh, just managed to keep it off the wall. Into the carousel for the final time. There. And the more and more you drive the Nord, the more familiar you get with all the corners. So I tend not to drive it a lot because my memory span's not that big, to be honest. But it is a beautiful track, especially when you get it right. Hold it flat. Onto the back straight. One more time. Yeah, it was close, mate. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the AI definitely struggle around this track. Like every other race has been super close, but last turn. There we go. Come up to the finish. Flash the lights at everyone. Put everyone away. And there we are.
Good stuff. Quickest lap of the section.
P1 at the Nord. Best lap was a 10:10. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Matthews Volker up 6 positions into P4. That's pretty good. Kirsch is up 9 positions in 5th. Nice. Have a quick look at the replay. No, I haven't, but with the online stuff, you've got to actually do a test race, and depending on your time and your racecraft, it puts you into a category, whether it be like C, B, A or S class. So then I think you race along with other people that are at your level. So no, I haven't actually tried it yet. I should. I don't know. I just don't really want to get destroyed straight up. A bit of different barges in the background there. Oh, someone was actually taken out. How do we... Number 53. Oh, we tapped on the inside. Just send him around. But I have done the classification race for online, and I think I'm in C class at the moment, so... Anyway, that was off to a good start. So 1 round to go, which will be Zolder. Let's finish the weekend and 12.5 grand again. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what'll happen. You know, it's probably gonna have to be out for a while before they start to drop the price. But honestly, in my opinion, I reckon it's worth it. Honestly, because it is something totally different. You know, getting a bit bored with ACC and everything else. So, if you've got the spare cash to fork out for it, I'd say do it. Because yeah, it is something different, and it feels good. Like, honestly, with the updates that have come with it too, it feels really good. All right, garage. How much to repair it? Only 1,300. That's not bad. Oh, can I use my DLC? Yeah, we'll use the DLCs in there as well now. That's good. But I think we'll stick to our 85. Ooh, that's a big question. Do you think it's better than ACC? Honestly, you can't compare because they're two separate games. ACC's good for the GT3 racing. I really like this for the variety. Like, if you're just going to race weekend, there's a new DLC, and that's a good thing about this compared to ACC's. The mods that are coming into this. So you've got an MX-5 with a 4.2 litre V8 that you can do it in a series. Right, then like I said, you've got the MX-5 Cup, Porsche Cup, which is what we're doing at the moment. Then jumping into the NGTs, which will be our next step, I believe. I think we're just going to work from right to left because it gets up to everything higher than that. Then GT4s, where you've got, you know, Beamers, Camaros, Mustangs, Supras, so mini supercar series possibly. 70 sports cars, then into the GTOs, which I believe is like the old Group A series. RX-7s, Cougars, 300 ZXs, Camaros. Then we've got another Porsche Cup Series GT3 that we'll probably look at in the near future. So just the different varieties of categories, to me, makes this game better than ACC. But they're each to their own. They've got their pros and cons. So it is hard. But in saying that, at the present time, I'm really enjoying this more than ACC. So, but that's just my opinion. But then, yeah, GT3s, then GTs, then GT1s, which is more into your starting to get into the LMP sort of things. Group C, which is the old school LMPs. Then the LMP, LMDH, which I believe are the hybrids. And then that's just all of it. So that's the last category at this stage. But like I said, once you get into your downloadable content, right, we've got the MX-5. That's the Praga I was talking about before. And you've got 8 gig of storage for download, so that's huge. So when more stuff comes available and like setups from different people, these are all the different liveries. You can see that's where we got the Porsche Cup. Oh, there's another Porsche one there. We'll install the Golf one. Probably run that in the last race of the series. So massive variety, and it's only getting more and more, which is really good. That's the packages, career events. It's still only that Daytona 250 series. But I mean, hopefully they will start looking at adding a few more tracks in. Challenges, I don't know what that is. Factory Drive? Okay, so these must be the online challenges where you do hot laps. I take it. Using all different cars. Okay. And if you want, I'll just... So tracks available. You got Brienza, otherwise known as Monza. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, that's a pretty cool track. Then we've got Spa, Daytona International Road Circuit, so that's cool. Derby, otherwise known as Donington. Kyalami, which is good to have that in here as well. Lexington, which is actually in Forza Motorsport. I didn't realise that till I actually raced it, so really cool track. Lime Rock, of course we've got the mountain. Northampton, otherwise known as Silverstone. So I dare say they haven't got the name rights to add it to the game. Nürburgring, Nordschleife 24-hour track. So that's just Nordschleife without the GP circuit. San Marino, otherwise known as Imola. Sebring, the United States track. Spielberg, Red Bull Ring. Sao Paulo, it's the Brazilian Grand Prix track. And Zolder. So, new tracks. I think they will be adding more as they go on. But that's it. That's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. That was a pretty fierce race. But tune in next week for the final race of this series before we jump into a new category, which will be at Zolder. So thanks for watching, everyone, and catch us on the next one.